Hey everybody, Jaberino here, welcome back, continuing UEDAIP. It's a custom mod for StarCraft Remastered created by Nekron. We're continuing the UED campaign, and I'm going to be playing Emperor's Flight today. You see I've actually already recorded and completed it, but there's since been an update to the mod, such that I should be replaying this to carry forward my Battlecruiser bank data. The Battlecruiser did exist in Mission 5, it was just called Terran Battlecruiser, and that's simply because there weren't enough Battlecruiser models to use so that there could be an extra unique one called Confederate Battlecruiser. But that first Battlecruiser we started with did count as the Confederate Battlecruiser. I did keep it alive, I know for a fact, because I had that one, I built 2, and I ended the mission with 3 Battlecruisers. In the older version that I was playing on, it didn't carry that information forward into Mission 6, so I did not have the Skelecruiser, as I have deemed it. So now I have a save file where I can properly play Mission 6 with the Skelecruiser, and I'd have to replay it again anyway to continue that bank file updating so that I would have it in Mission 8, presumably, because 7 is a micro mission. So I could play through this with cheats, but I figure, sure, I'll just re-record it because my first playthrough really didn't go that well. And maybe this will be a little cleaner, but it's a tough map, that's for sure. Alright, that was a needlessly long explanation. Let's get started. So first thing you'll notice is we have a base in the middle left instead of down here, which is a separate Zerg base. Okay, so I started with this normal battlecruiser in the original version that I played, and there it is. There's the Confederate battlecruiser. Get hotkeyed, buddy. And the fact that we have another battlecruiser here just means that we're starting from a much stronger position, but it also means we're going to have to build more supply depots to get started, which I'm not thrilled about. Okay, look out. And we have an ally up here, orange. This is Duran. And he's defending us against, you'll see yellow up there. In the upper right. So let's go ahead and start building supply depots as soon as possible. We just gotta cram these in wherever they will fit. And we're gonna need a lot of them just to get started. So the sooner that we can get these going, the better. You guys can go ahead and mine. And we have to wait for creepers to recede. So I actually ended with 4 Valkyries, which is not bad at all. And then let's, I guess, hotkey both of these battlecruisers. The Confederate battlecruiser is slightly worse, simply because it's older, I guess. It has Yamato this time, though, so that's nice. Okay, so let's just throw down what structures that we do have. The nice thing is that I do have a lot of starting resources, so I can queue up all of these supply depots as soon as possible. The other thing I'm going to want is a fast academy so that I can get ComSat. The first time I played this mission, also, there were no science vessels enabled. But it's since been updated now to allow for science vessels. So this ramp's going to get hit by Cyan down here, and then our main antagonist is going to be Brown. So now that we've kind of gotten set up, I'm going to go ahead and save, because, again, we're started, we're officially going. I'm going to go ahead and grab my academy. And I'm going to grab a second barracks. And I do have 2 Panzers plus a group of Steel Legionnaires. We're going to definitely need more of those. And then this ramp right here needs heavily defended. Heavily defended. So let's just get whatever we can set up here. I might want to even block with a supply depot. I don't plan on sending any ground units down there. When I initially played this map, I played it with ground units, and let me tell you, that was a mistake.
At the center of the Protoss encampment has been activated. Our sensors show that the gate's energies are inciting the Zerg to attack. Be prepared for anything, Captain.
So as much as I would like to move out, as I had been in the earlier missions pretty early, I mean, Brown will send infested Terrans and Ultralisks at you just if he feels like it. Like, just attacking these outlying colonies, he might send stuff. I don't know. I still feel like it's worth trying, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go ahead and grab 1 bunker up here just to defend us against possible Brown incursions. Actually, here comes a bunch of Mutalisks. That's fine. Let's grab 1 medic. And I need my refinery. Okay, so we're defended here from Cyan. I would like to get 1 more bunker up here just for any holdovers from Brown. And then before we push out, I am absolutely going to need a science vessel, or just enough energy on a ComSat station. That would work fine as well. Maybe a second bunker there to just fully block that in would be good.
Where does it hurt?
Okay, heal me up. And then, of course, Again, I just want to make sure that I'm relatively safe from Brown from either of these ramps. There's a little expansion down here. The thing is, there's no good early expansion to take here, unfortunately. Please, SCV. There you go. There's no decent expansion to take in any area around here, so we're just sort of stuck with what we've got. Just gonna keep making Steel Legionnaires for now, and then I can also grab an early science facility once we have enough gas. Okay, so let's put this, I guess, here. I could always make even another... I can make another supply depot as well, just to fully wall that in if I feel like it. Grab a ComSat. I think the start here has been going decently.
Input coordinates.
Definitely don't need drop ships. You can see here, this is where our battle, like our double battle cruisers are coming hugely into play here. Which is just excellent. I'm going to keep making...
Supply depots required.
Well, I guess supply depots.
Add-on complete.
Okay, and I'm going to grab a science facility. Okay, well that's going to be fun to deal with constantly. So I can scan here maybe to kill that. Did it leave or did it burrow? It's right there. Hello? Oh, I don't have anybody in there. Whoops. Let's see if we can kill that before it leaves. There we go. Okay, that's my normal battle cruisers taking some damage. But again, the key here is, like, I definitely want to move out relatively early, but I can't afford to super early. One thing I've noticed is this engineering bay doesn't have an active animation, like it's working. Let's go ahead and start getting some turrets behind our mineral line and keep getting SCVs. We can fill that up. Okay, so we should be relatively safe from Cyan, and again, I don't plan on sending any ground units down there, so we can just block this off completely. There's a little space in there, but that should be fine. Ultralisks won't be able to fit through there, for example. We could go Covert Ops early just to get some Phantoms, and then eventually we go Physics Lab in order to upgrade our battle cruisers. Okay, keep making turrets, because this area gets hit pretty hard. Just gonna spread out some turrets, because eventually we're gonna see Scourge coming in, Mutalisks, Guardians from Brown, and soon enough, like I had mentioned, I will be moving out. I definitely need an armory. Just keep making SCVs. You can go ahead and hop over here. Okay, and then let's stop. We'll just stop these Guardians before they can deal any actual damage. They come in from very, very weird angles. I'm actually gonna leave the Valkyries in my base and let stuff fly over them, and then, you know, we'll go from there. Okay, so that's probably good. I'm going to grab my science vessel. The Valhallas are just so terribly expensive. Okay, keep getting upgrades, and I need at least one armory. I'm going to definitely get 2 over time, but for right now, we just need 1 to start getting upgrades. Getting the mech heal early probably would be really useful. Okay, so Panzers... I could dip my toes in down here and start getting rid of these sunken colonies. There we go. Good job. Again, the big key is that Brown will send large amounts of units to defend himself, and getting up into his general vicinity is quite challenging. So that's my main, gonna be my main jam here at first.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, and then we're going to get more Panzers. We're just going to get more Steel Legionnaires. We're going to try to get to maybe +2. So if I can get like 4 or 5 Panzers, that'll be like my main attacking force. And then I do have a science vessel, which I can use to dematrix. Okay, so here comes a Brown attack. We can lure him up the ramp into my bunker.
Add-on complete.
Okay, get up there, help us out.
Base is under attack.
Okay, get up there and repair our bunker. Oh, that was close. Okay. Don't chase. Let's rebuild that. That's fine. And I wonder if that splash damage goes through the swarm. It seems kind of like it, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna go the armor, Stabaloy armor, whatever it's called. Just back out of the swarm, please move. Okay, good work. Okay, repair here, and then that probably was the door open for me to go ahead and attack. So I'm gonna move in this direction down the ramp. This I don't actually need to even fill up, to be honest. I'm gonna save. And because I've got these battle cruisers and some SCVs and such, I think we're good to get moving. Let's go ahead and get some panzers, more panzers. Okay, let's move on up. Medic, get down there. We're letting stuff die here.
Base is under attack.
Okay, and I do have some decent defense down here, so we'll just get down here and repair this. Preferably not let this die. Can you get through? Yes, you can. Okay, keep making SCVs. I am going to grab ocular implants for sure, and then vehicle weapons when I can afford it, which is not yet.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, so this is what I expected, and this is what I've got the Valkyries for. Just kill these guys and then leave. Nope. Nope. Ah, that was expensive. That was a lot of gas to lose there for virtually no reason. Okay, panzers. Let me get one more. And again, I'm going to try to push into Brown right now, which is very, very scary, just because Brown is a tough enemy for sure. All right, let's move up here. Hold position. Okay, that's just a normal Zergling. So I'm just going to keep inching up in this direction. Don't engage that. Panzers go up here. And let's go ahead and maybe repair the Panzers. Okay, Confederate battlecruiser laying it down. They're trying to morph into lurkers. That's fine with me. Let's move forward with the Panzers and the science vessels and just basically move these forward, leave them on hold position, take out what we can. We're going to get more of them as well.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, repair the battlecruiser, and then just keep making reinforcements here. I actually have a lot of resources right now. Not a lot of gas, but not too bad. And then medic move up there, help us out. And then next upgrade, we're going to go +3. Don't quite have enough Vespi. I think it's worth starting +3 before doing anything else. Actually, no. I'm going to go infantry armor so that I can start getting other upgrades from my other armories. Keep inching forward. The issue that I have moving up in this direction is there's a Nidus there and an infested command center. So it's just you have to take it very, very slow. Also that. Still lost one Panzer, but that could have been, I think, a lot worse. And just hold position. Move forward. SCV repair. You guys back up. Okay. Your boy actually microed a little bit out of that situation. And then, yeah, more Panzers definitely is the way to go here. So we just make medics, steal Legionnaires, and then rally them up here. Again, it's very slow going just because of the amount of Ultralisks that they can reinforce up into this base. So I'm just very slowly going to try to get rid of what we can see. That actually is a little advantageous, in my opinion. Okay, this is what we have the Valkyries for as well, so I'm not going to back up or anything like that. Just keep making what it takes. Move up with the Panzers. Hold position. Actually, I'm going to go for the infested command center. Okay, good. We killed that one. And to keep them out of the swarm. Okay, let's go ahead and move up the ramp. I think we're safe to do so. Science vessel, I need your vision because there are going to be lurkers everywhere. And those infested Terrans are just being built constantly. So this is what I meant by this being a very, very tricky mission. Simply because of the amount of Ultralisks as well. It's really, really tough. Let's go vehicle plating here, and then I need more Panzers.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Just keep building. You can see just like how ferociously they're rebuilding. So we just got to move in and just try to finally get through this. Look out, battle cruisers. You don't need to be wasted. There we go. We're good. As long as we have vision on the lurkers as well. Let's focus fire this down before another infested Terran comes out. There we go. Now we're good to go. Okay, perfect. I guess just Yamato this thing. Never mind, it's gone. Okay, don't chase. Now we're going to start pushing to the left.
Upgrade complete.
And continue making Marines, Panzers, Marines. Steel Legionnaires, rather. Excuse me. Gotta get that right. Alright, and we've got the self-repair. Vehicle weapons level 2. Again, I'm trying to stay on top of these upgrades. Man, time flies. I feel like I had just started those upgrades, but now they're only just now. They're already done. Okay, so let's take the battle cruisers and go for this. Just stay, just stay, just stay. Get these units up the ramp, support us constantly. Confederate battlecruiser, look out. Okay, let's go to the left. We can get rid of their Defiler Mound as well. And I still have Valkyries that can help us get rid of this while the missile turrets are just acting as buffers, so that's perfect. Chase them down. So many flippin' lurkers, man. Okay, there we go. Confederate battlecruiser's still alive, and Brown is being pushed through. Now, granted, Brown has more stuff to the upper right, but the key is that we're getting through their main garbage right now. Okay, you guys stay back. Continue making Panzers, Steel Marines. Actually need more depots.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, and also let's just rebuild a few. Okay, now I have enough gas to actually queue up more upgrades. Vehicle weapons, and I'm going to go ship weapons, which is, I think, 100.
Upgrade complete.
Perfect. So I have to get this creep to recede, like, as soon as possible. Because that's one of the biggest problems, is I have no access to this base until I can get all the creep to recede. And then the next step also is to start moving in towards the bases where this stuff continues to reinforce from. Okay, meanwhile, here's Cyan. We've got them bottlenecked on ramps. I gotta get that fully loaded up here soon.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Okay, I need to kill these colonies.
Your forces are
So
under
let's not,
attack.
let's just use ground forces. And then you guys can just cover us.
Your forces are under attack.
And again, this is so that I can take this base as soon as possible. Let's get the Valkyries there. Again, having these Valkyries early is really, really useful. Okay, keep taking that out.
Forces are under attack.
Keep pushing up in this direction, and I'd like to take this base like as soon as possible, like I had mentioned. Our base is safe. Keep making Steel
Your
Legionnaires.
forces are under attack.
One more Panzer. You can do it, buddy. Good work. Okay, get up there. Help us out. Continue getting this area cleared out as best as we can.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, cool. So now I have access to several bases. So we're in a surprisingly comfortable position right now. Why don't you Yamato that? Also, we should get another science facility and research Yamato, I suppose. Not research it, but you know what I mean. Okay, so again, now I have a lot of banked resources, and I have to decide how I want to proceed. I'm trying to think, is there anything that I left out when talking about this mission? I'm not sure. I'm going to stay clumped up down here as we get repaired up and then consider pushing to the right. And I'm going to start making battle cruisers now,
Supply depots required.
which is going to require more resources and also just more upgrades and just another starport and another science facility.
Your forces are under attack.
So let's just cram that wherever it'll fit. You get back to harvesting. And then my mech will very slowly regenerate over time.
Base is under attack.
Okay, Scion will continue its goofy little attacks. Let's go ahead and get that bunker fully loaded up now. They're stuck so that they're doing this. They're dropping in very odd ways. This is a pretty large attack, and I think I'm gonna have to send some. I guess I could send my battle cruisers back. Don't chase, please. Okay, they push through. I'll rebuild that, no problem. Let's go ahead and grab a physics lab. We can get some panzers up in this direction as well to help us out. Good work, Confederate battle cruiser. I'm going to continue leveling up my battle cruisers. Okay, I guess let's send everything back. I'm not sure the last time I saved. It's alright, we've got some units coming in. More units coming in. These are fine for now. Run, Confederate battle cruiser. Run, normal battle cruiser. Okay, we're here. Let's just get some repairs going. I have another base getting set up, which is all that really matters to me right now. Battle cruisers are more expensive, unfortunately. There we go. So, oh, that's one thing I forgot to talk about on this, is there's actually a red base. There's actually a red base to the upper, like, middle bottom area here. Nice job, Valkyrie.
Good day, Commander. No armor's too tough.
And that base is sort of a buffer for Scion. Now that that base is dead, I'm pretty sure that they're just completely focused on us now. So we've got to deal with that.
No armor's too tough.
Yellow is now focused on brown, and brown is going to be less focused on us. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Let's just get a couple turrets here. So I'll just let yellow slowly kill brown, rather than dealing with it myself. Rebuild these defenses, get more Steel Legionnaires to load inside of them.
Hailing frequencies open.
They did get through a bunch of my supply depots, unfortunately, and now I can move most of these SCVs to the upper left.
Additional supply depots required. Your forces are
Now this is going to be all about surviving Scion. That's the key. So let's scan here. Let's get our battle cruisers down here to support us again. Okay, so repair here and then repair my battle cruisers. Guess we're gonna need some turrets as well.
Base is under attack.
Alright. I just need a small group down here. Again, yeah, Brown's having the hurt put on him by yellow, so for now I'm pretty sure we're okay with what we've got happening right now. So I'm going to continue, again, just focusing on air upgrades and then building battle cruisers as we can afford them, which is not, not very much, but the sentiment is there. Okay, build back here, and then we've got the Valkyries to chase away.
Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required.
Chase away stuff. Okay, so this is looking good. I'm going to grab another ComSat station, and I guess we can start making depots up here because we have a little more space. Here's the gas that we need. I'm going to grab another starport as well. Brown is trying to rebuild, and I'd rather have Brown sort of in a state of flux, acting as a buffer between us and yellow and blue. Oh, that's one thing I also didn't mention. There's so many things on this map that are so interesting.
Deutschland's finest.
Go ahead and move this group up here. So there is a red base, which is the Dominion, which I think is neat, as like a thing to exist on this mission. But then also there's a I guess let's just make one depot. Right there is fine for now. And then Valkyries. Battle cruisers making their way out. I'm going to need another starport, which I am building. It's mass airtime, that's what I say. This map layout is, as you can tell, it's totally different. So the thing that's different is that the Warp Gate and Raynor's command center's down here, and that's because the layout of this map is the first Protoss mission. So it's supposed to stay in the similar layout that we had Mission 1 because that's where the warp gate originally was, if that makes sense. No! No! Confederate battlecruiser, no! Valkyries, get in. Get in there. I think it's dead. I'll load a save for that one. I'm a little upset about that because it wasn't on hold position. We're a little bit further back, unfortunately. But yeah, just the layout I think is a lot cooler. Let's go ahead and scan here, move the battlecruisers down here. And then I need to remake all of my depots, which I'm currently doing, so that's fine. Okay, put them on hold position now, please. Then repair them, and then we're gonna rebuild the Steel Legionnaires. I mean, not too much was happening in this time, so I'm probably good to just go ahead and... and make a cut from the video just because, you know, that was just a silly, very, very silly mix-up by me. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So let's, I guess, save now, and then I'll be back in just a couple minutes once I'm kind of back to where I was. But yeah, I haven't really been able to focus because I've been doing all of this. But basically, Raynor's set up his base around the Kali base that was at the end of the Escape from Ire mission. So, like, this whole area is the canyons through Mission 1, and it's expanded a bit to have these outlying bases. So again, it's supposed to be consistent as opposed to the warp gate being physically moved to totally different terrain in the original version of this map. Okay, so I'll be back, I guess. For me, it'll probably only be about 5 minutes, but again, it's just repetition because we've already seen this, and the poor Confederate battlecruiser is mission critical. Okay, so it really wasn't that much time, and the first thing that's happening is now there are carriers that are attacking me. My Marines are going to struggle with these. I'll bring my battlecruisers up here as well. And again, the whole idea is I left pieces of brown alive so that yellow would hit those instead of me. Let's get our Valkyries up there, and then let's move down here with everything that we've got. The Valkyries are going to have to be relied upon to deal the majority of the damage. And I'm going to also go ahead and grab Lockdown so that we can get a couple Phantoms or just normal Ghosts, for that matter, to do what they need to do to kill these things. They're fleeing because they're cowards. I could also take this base down here. I mean, I'll just let them go. I only need some units up here. Keep making supply depots. So again, at this point, Teal, or Cyan rather, is definitely dead. Something to just keep in mind. Cyan is 100% dead. So that's not Cyan, Red. Cyan was Red's target and vice versa. So now that they're dead, you know what, I'm going to scrub a bunker here too because they just keep dropping. Okay, gotta set up that other starport. Hotkey here. Okay, I've got 2 hotkeyed, and then this base down here, I think we get another Panzer as well to sit here. The starports take a long time to build. Long time. Starports and battlecruisers, so that's unfortunately what we're stuck with right now. Yellow attacking us from this direction, which is a little strange, but, you know, I think it's fine. Let's get this thing as close to the edge as possible. I have 2 Panzers here. I'd rather have more. I need a stronger defense in this direction over everything else. I could also get plasma shields. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to move down here and take this. It's exposed because of this ledge, but, I mean, I need all of the gas that I can get.
No armor's too tough. Moving forward.
Okay, hold position there.
Right away, sir.
Start cramming turrets back here. Turrets and more depots.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain?
No armor's too tough. Yes, sir. Let's throw down.
Okay, very nice. And again, Brown continues to try to expand, but I think that's for the best. Because again, he's just sort of distracted. I want him, again, constantly trying to rebuild. Another battlecruiser. Again, once we have 3 battlecruisers, we're going to be really cooking with gas.
Upgrade complete.
Just make a round to repair this stuff. So there's Colossus Reactor and then also increased Yamato damage, which seems absolutely worth it. Granted, I'm really short on minerals right now, so I'm going to need this base to finish so that I can just build more battlecruisers. And with the battlecruisers, I could destroy Scion outright just to get him off my back. Again, there's a number of things I could do. Okay, we've got a very solid defense down here now.
Receiving transmission.
And I need to just keep making battlecruisers, but again, I don't have the minerals to do it. So we're going to take this. I could come up and take Brown's base up here as well. Brown is managing to hold on. Again, orange is sort of pecking away as well. Again, the key issue is that as soon as brown is completely dead, then yellow is going to turn their complete ire onto me.
Reporting for duty.
And I can't have that. So, I mean, once that happens, you know, my ally would be in danger. My ally is also in danger of this purple base, but the purple base exists pretty much exclusively for the ending of the mission, because it's Kerrigan's base, and you know what happens with Kerrigan and Duran at the end of this mission. Well, no Kerrigan really per se, but you know what I'm referring to.
I can't build there.
Okay. We're actually getting close to be able to start linking up with orange. No need to throw your lives away. All right. Let's just set up the mildest amount of defense in this location. That's all good. I still have 2 Valkyries alive. All right, they're starting to drop now in my base. Oh, and here comes Cyan as well, because of course. So Yamato here, double Yamato just to get rid of it. All right, that's not the Confederate one. Okay, very nice. That was a big waste of money right there. That's, you know, it's tricky because I have 2 enemies that are hitting me from 2 sides at this moment. This would have been a good spot, I think, to have saved and reloaded at this rate. Again, I'm trying to get to that point of mass battle cruisers. It's really just kind of hanging on and not hemorrhaging too many resources, which again has already happened. Okay, see a Reaver. And you can see now yellow is particularly upset with us, unfortunately. So I'm trying to get this saturated. I could move up and take this base once orange takes it out. In fact, I could just go and help him.
No armor's too tough.
Let's move on in.
Yes, sir.
We should have enough.
Affirmative.
No armor's too tough.
And then this little area is still hanging on.
SCP good to go, sir.
I don't need that bunker anymore. I don't think I need Colossus. Well, I guess I'll grab Colossus Reactor. They can Yamato twice, I think. Again, I need this creep to start receding as soon as possible. That's why I'm doing this.
Show 'em what we got.
There we go. So without the creep here, now orange is our new buffer. Again, brown is now gone. I could take this base. So there's multiple bases that I could take. It's just having the map control to hang on to them
What we got.
Yes, sir.
is its own challenge. I will come up and take this, I guess,
SCP good to go,
Your
sir.
forces are under attack.
because now brown has the control that he needs. It must have gotten recalled. I'm not sure.
Let's see who's tougher. Advancing.
Base is under
Let's throw this in here. Move down with our Valkyries. They can help us. Queue up the next battle cruiser.
Orders, Captain.
The other problem is if yellow goes for this up here, that's all my supply. So spinning forever.
not enough minerals.
Okay, let's just get 1 or 2 extra SCVs now. So we're looking good on upgrades. I can grab the last ship plating, or I could wait to get another battle cruiser. We could also make Valhallas, which are somehow cheaper. So orange is here now, and he's going to start launching attacks down into blue and yellow, which is perfect. Because, again, that's just less that I have to worry about. So let's get down here, and then we can take this base. We're at the point now where I'm mostly just kind of farming up for resources, which admittedly is not the most thrilling thing. But, again, as long as we can survive the occasional yellow attacks like this.
Upgrade complete.
Let's get our Valkyries up here, too. And look at that. What did I expect? They were gonna attack up in this direction. So I haven't been saving. Why have I not been saving? Because all we have to do is very easily head off these types of attacks.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, blue is here now too. Could they possibly just kill each other? Probably not, right? That would be too easy.
Your forces are under attack.
So this is the fresh new hell that we have in store for us. Let's just flee with the SCVs, get down here. We have another base in the upper right.
Affirmative.
Orange is doing something, but not helping me.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, they're gonna heal each other forever. Again, I've been saving up to get more battle cruisers when that's really not what would be...
Forces are under
I mean, that's not the best use of my money at this rate.
What?
Okay, there we go.
Up your mind.
Okay, good. Now we come back down here and finally kill this guy.
Reporting for duty.
Your forces are
Okay, and then
under
repair
attack.
all this, and then I'd love to queue up another battle cruiser, but again, I'm really short on resources at this point.
Good to go, sir.
I need the last level of battle cruiser plating. That makes the most sense. Do I have... I do have another battle cruiser here.
SCV good to go, sir.
Okay, so this group is looking good.
SCV good to go, sir.
Solid and a
Let's
rock,
load up
sir.
some bunkers and just make more turrets.
Sir, yes, sir.
Those are full. That's good.
On the mark, sir. Right
Let's
away,
move up
sir.
here, and again, I don't need this base per se anymore, but
Orders, Captain?
I just need to try to mine out as much as I can, and Orange is going to help me do that by sort of protecting me, maybe.
State the nature of your
I do have way too many medics here. I just need like a roaming force also of Steel Legionnaires. Let's just rally down here as my main jam. My Valkyries are dead. I should probably remake those. I mean, we've got the battle cruisers now.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Base is under
Repair.
attack.
Let's show 'em what you got.
Do I have detection here?
Reporting for duty.
What do I have that can see this? Oh, I guess my science vessel is back there.
Yes, sir.
That science vessel's really paid for itself, man. Okay, now I'm going to take
I read you.
this base.
Roger that.
And now that Orange is free to sort of support us, I'm just focused on harvesting as many resources as possible. And once we get like 8 to 10 battle cruisers, we should be able to very easily and quickly sweep the map.
Reporting for duty.
But until we get to that point,
Roger that.
all I'm really doing is building defense, getting this set up, harvesting as much as possible with the remaining resources on the map.
Orders received. I can't build there.
The question is, like, realistically, how many, I mean, the other thing, too, is Cyan seems to have just sort of stopped. Maybe Cyan is attacking blue and yellow.
Not enough energy.
Let's get another comsat here.
Job finished.
On the mark,
Not enough
sir.
minerals.
Okay,
Your
load this up.
forces are under attack.
And the frequency of attacks is absolutely manageable, I think, at this point. It's just the yellow attacks are the worst ones, so we just have to survive those. And then this base up here might be worth just making, you know, the occasional,
Your forces
like,
are
one
under
bunker
attack.
and a couple turrets. Again, just making sure that these areas
And a rock, sir.
don't die immediately. That's all. So it's just we have to find the path to blue, and then we're just gonna attack through blue with battle cruisers. But once again, it's dependent on us saving up enough resources. I could also make Valhallas, which can storm. I don't know if that's necessary. This is oversaturated, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab another comsat station.
Job finished. Orders, Captain.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Make up your mind.
Confederate battle cruiser continues to live, getting its last upgrade. At this point, I don't think those other upgrades are really worth it, to be honest.
Duty. SCV good to go, sir.
So how much is it? It's 600, right? So let's go ahead and start another one here soon.
Add-on
Again,
complete.
Cyan seems to have... I don't want to say they've given up, but they're definitely not...
Go, sir.
They're definitely not
Receiving
really bothering us at this point. So I'm going to move down here where I think yellow is going to be the
Your
biggest
forces are
nuisance.
under attack.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, this is, you know, let them do it. The Panzer's going to give us huge supporting fire. Upgrade completed was probably my last upgrade for my battle cruisers.
I read you.
Are you stuck? You know, you can stay there. You can repair here. This is done. Getting harvested
Yes, sir.
up here, and yellow, or not yellow, orange is basically defending this base. Looks like they got a few of my SCVs, maybe. I'm not sure. Got one battle cruiser. Get a second one. And we're getting to that critical mass, baby. It's gonna be there. And let me tell you, I beat this with ground
and a rock, sir.
SCV good to go.
my first time through, and it was awful because again, it's full of those twisting caverns to get down here. which is what you saw again in the original, the first Protoss mission. So it's really a nightmare to get through there. And I'm just gonna keep making SCVs, Reavers. That's fine. This is why I have battle cruisers that can kill those. Again, just the battle cruisers, other than High Templar, battle cruisers are just so good against this composition that can be fielded at us. Okay, let's queue up the next one. I could get another starport. I mean, these build so slow, that's the thing. I might as well grab my last +3s. Okay, never filled that up. I'm gonna end up regretting that if I don't get some guys in there right now.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And this has already paid for itself several times over, I'd say. I don't need the gas. Orange is surprisingly effective when you let him. When you let him be. He's surprisingly effective. Dude, did you see that Brave SCV? What a god. Okay, and now we've got the battle cruisers that should be able to absolutely obliterate a lot of this stuff. Let's start poking up here and see what is up here. Keep in mind, these battle cruisers can heal themselves. Slowly, but they can. So maybe we just station them up here with the science vessel. Second battle, another battle cruiser coming out. Let's queue that one up.
Did someone pay?
That's full. That's full. You get mining. Gets just a few more SCVs. Again, all this stuff is really paid for itself, so I'm very pleased. We're sitting on Brown's corpse. The saving grace here is that Cyan seems not confused. Well, yeah, confused is the right word. See, they're trying, but they want to get up this ramp, but they can't path through it. Let's get our battle cruisers down here right now because I can see this being a problem. Let's move up with whatever we've got. See, I was just talking about how Cyan wasn't bothering with us, but here they are with a pretty large attack. They're 3-3-3 as well, but look at our battle cruisers going to come in and just completely wreck this shit. And then we'll just rebuild this.
Base is under attack.
Okay, blue finally trying to get in here and stop us from harvesting these resources. I guess I'll try to take these as well. Got another science vessel queued up. I'd actually... Well, I mean, I could go Valhallas too. Throw a couple Valhallas in there. I'm just going to go mass BCs. And again, we're pretty close to be able to move out and end this. Let's get more SCVs.
I read you. Orders received.
Because now that Cyan's attacked me, I just go ahead and set this up exactly how it was. And it's fine. If I had like 1 or 2 Valkyries, we would have been in even better shape.
SCV good to go, sir.
Let's show them what we got.
Okay, we're just about there. Let's queue up our final like +3s here. I don't think I need vehicle
SCV good to go,
Not enough
sir.
minerals.
vehicle armor, but this should all work out. Again, we've got one more queued up
Let's
there.
show 'em what we got.
I'm expecting a yellow attack soon, so let's save.
Job's finished.
That's been my problem in the past, not
Forces
saving.
are under attack.
Okay, get up there.
Job's finished.
Headquarters.
I read you.
Receiving headquarters.
Your forces are under attack.
Again, the fact that they self-heal just makes such a huge... It seems like they're rallying their forces up here, so we kill them up here, and it's all good. Oh, never mind. Cyan is now still very mad. Okay, so I'd say it's time. It's tempting to just go and kill Cyan outright, because I hate them. Or, again, I could continue to wait. I don't know. I guess cancel that, and then we'll add this. I have 8 battle cruisers. This should be more than enough, right?
Orders, Captain.
As long as we keep the physics lab alive. We just need to make sure that we can scan for wraiths, or we just have the science vessel follow them around. Okay, and Cyan's it's like the Psy brood, so it's going to have these goofy attacks. Okay, so let's save, and I'm going to go ahead and start moving towards my destiny. So this is typically, I think, where red is in this... Well, maybe not right here. I'm honestly not sure. Let's just go ahead and depower this, so that anything that I have that's going to reinforce is going to be fine. Again, we're at a point now where I'm pretty sure we have more than enough stuff, and I'm just going to cut straight down diagonally and make it happen.
Let's throw down.
And we'll just get some panzers to sit near the ramp here, and then we're just going to keep making battle cruisers and rally them straight to my existing group. Confederate battle cruisers taking a bit of a beating. And I'm keeping science sort of busy.
Let's show them what we got.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay. And we're getting there. Get him, Vulture. He's not going to get him. Okay, let's just go for the win. And I'm in a much better... This is where red typically was. It makes sense that there'd be a Dominion holdout here that followed Minsk. So I like that quite a bit. Orange is doing okay. Again, Orange is acting as our buffer. And now we're just going to clump up. I have some detection.
Your forces are under attack.
And then there's a bunch of turrets here to dissuade you from doing this, but it's not going to dissuade me from doing it. Okay, so here we go.
Your forces are under attack.
Let them come. The only thing that can really stop us are Goliaths or Cloaked Wraiths. So let's just avoid.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack.
Just go straight down and around. That's, you know what, that's fine. Again, as long as Orange is doing whatever he needs to do. And you can see, again, there's turrets along these bottom areas to dissuade you from doing exactly this.
Your forces are under attack.
But here we are.
Frequencies open. Hailing frequencies open.
Let's see if we can get this guy up to help us. Okay, down here and then across. I'm done worrying about my base at this point. So, just, again, we're going to Yamato these and let them burn down. Unless they get repaired, I don't know.
Your forces are under attack.
Receiving transmission.
Perfect.
Your forces are
Okay, and then
under
we got
attack.
this one we're waiting. And we could always just dematrix the Confederate battlecruiser to make sure it doesn't accidentally die.
Hailing frequencies open.
And then in we go.
Forces under attack.
Whatever happens in our base, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. This base has so many spider mines in it, too.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, blue comes in, flooding in to help their buddies. But we have more than enough stuff now. Keeping an eye on that Confederate battlecruiser. That's so many Marines, but the Marines aren't going to be able to get through the armor at this point. Okay, let's move on up. Again, just take care of these missile turrets, float on into range, make sure that we keep the detection relatively close. Just focus fire down the anti-air. That's going to be problematic. The splash damage is actually hitting the turret and the command center, and there we go.
Good work, Captain. The command center is destroyed, but it looks like Mengzi and Reynard will try to escape through the warp gate. Make ready to move in and intercept their vessel before... Wait, I just picked up multiple Zerg signals coming in from the northeast. That's Duran's position. He seems to have moved his forces out of place. Lieutenant Duran, this is Stukov. Come in. I'm tracking a massive Zerg swarm in your quadrant. Respond, damn it!
That is strange, Vice Admiral. My scanners don't show any Zerg at all. Maybe you have a technical problem with your equipment.
Lieutenant, if these Zerg get through, we'll never be able to capture Minsk. I'm giving you a direct order to return to your position and reinforce my troops.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but it seems your signal's fading out. I couldn't make out that last part. I'll try to re-establish contact later.
Duran! Captain, your position will be overrun by superior Zerg numbers within 15 minutes. I suggest you retreat back to the fleet immediately. Inform Admiral Ducal that I have a personal matter to take care of.
Okay, and now we can see the big purple base, and they're just like now flooding in with a ton of air units. And there they go and escape. Meanwhile, we have these attacks, constant Protoss pressure. And it's fitting too, you know, the orange base, which is Duran's, is the one that's, he said, he's a massive Zerg signal coming from the northeast, which is the Kerrigan Jormungand brood. Anyway, I think I could have done this faster, but again, there's basically, once you get through the first part and get rid of Brown, unless you are really prepared for every single attack pattern, there's a lot of ground to cover in order to get enough resources to get to that point of having, you know, 6 to 10 BCs. But once you do, it's really fun. Our Confederate Skelecruiser survived. That's a bonus. I reloaded when it died. Mission critical, like I said. So maybe we're going to even get it on map 8 at this point. I don't know. But again, I've done my best to get through. And I don't know if the outpost that we saved really is going to count as anything as well. Or if it was just the battlecruiser. Because remember, there were all those other buildings with the power supplies as well. I wonder if that's meant for something. But in any case, this was an interesting map. It's just very interesting because there's so much going on the map that you can't really even see. So, like, obviously, purple's always up there and just sort of poking away at orange. And then cyan's down here that's killing red. And, like, for me, for example, you didn't even see red. Like, red is there as a buffer to stop cyan from focusing on you directly. So it's sort of an artificial way to make it so that you have time to deal with brown. If you don't deal with brown by the time cyan kills red, then they're both going to gang up on you and absolutely murder you. So that's why I focused on brown first. Though I suppose we could have gone for cyan, but if red survived, then red probably would have focused on us, and I didn't really want either. So, again, there's a lot of interesting facets to this map, and going ground is a nightmare because there's really no good way to reinforce. Like, you basically start up in this upper right area by orange, and then you have to work your way through this resource patch, and then this area, which is like the temple area where you get your last reinforcements with the shield batteries on Escape from Ire, and then working your way down through this zigzag of caverns, like through here to the left, and then down, up the ramp through yellow's base, and then to blue. I did that, and it was awful, so I'm like, I'll just re-record it, because it wasn't... I mean, you didn't really miss anything, and I didn't have the Confederate battlecruiser either, so now we do. The Skelecruiser survives, and perhaps we'll die in the final mission. But that's okay, because if we got it all the way to the final mission, maybe it'll get upgraded or something. I don't know, but, you know, the whole point was we had this bonus. The bonus is having the battlecruiser at all. It's not the fact that you carry it from mission to mission. It's the fact that it exists at all. Like, having an early battlecruiser is a huge boon. So, it was a good time. All right, well, thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.